Hello and welcome to my channel. Today we are in a Manchester city center. Actually, we're going to Manchester city center. I want to show you around and to speak a little bit about Manchester. In special, if you guys want to move here, I'll give you 10 things about Manchester which I wish to know before I move here. But yeah, it's gonna be an interesting video. I hope not very long. I'll show you a little bit around to see some places. So now we just crossed the River Awel, who separate Manchester from Salford. I don't want to keep the camera on me because I want you guys to see what is here around. So we have over there Crazy Pedro's, which is a bar. It's very busy in the evening. They have a terrace, as you can see over there. So we want to start first with cost of living in Manchester. So cost of living in Manchester city center, especially if you want to live in a city center, is very high. So the average price for a one-room apartment, it's around 1,100, 1,200. The minimum, we start from that price. And of course, depends on the building. If it's a new building, it's more expensive. If it's an old building, it's a little bit less expensive. So we will going now in that way. I want to show you a nice area. So this is a very expensive area, Spinningfield. So here there are all the finance offices, a lot of companies. It's more like how to say, finance area of Manchester. And here where we're going, we'll have on the right side a club. It's Boulevard. It's very busy. I've been once there. And yeah, the music is good. It's a hip-hop music. So yeah, what we says about the cost of living. So exactly how I say, in a city center, it's very expensive. But there are other areas outside of Manchester city center, like Charlton, like Prestwich or Leamington, where it's a little bit less expensive, and you can get very quick in a Manchester city center with buses or with tram, depends on which area you go. So from Charlton you have a tram. From Leamington, if I'm right, I don't think you have a tram. Look at this terrace. This is Old House. Very busy place in summer and when it's good weather. And here we have like a Thai food restaurant. Okay, so yeah, if you're looking for something a little bit more cheap, south of Manchester, Leamington, Charlton, or maybe Prestwich, is the area for you. A second thing what I want to tell you about Manchester is the weather. So the weather in Manchester, it's very annoying sometimes. Look at these stairs here. It's the first time when I see them like that. So it's a lot of rain, especially if you go in a winter. In the winter, literally it's raining almost every day and it's cloudy, dark. But this summer, for example, we had a very good weather. It was sunny, hot. Last week we had 27 degrees, something like that. And here it's Mexican restaurant, Casa is the name. So yeah, the weather it's a little bit annoying. It's different than south of England. For example, London, Brighton, or other areas like Bournemouth, or different areas from south of Manchester, south of England. So yeah, if you are okay with rain, if you are okay with the weather to be a little bit colder, then south of England. Yeah, Manchester it's definitely one of the place for you. As you can see the architecture here, we are on a Disgate Street. Here this street is very popular from the nightlife, it's special. A lot of clubs, especially if you go in that area. So we have in front of us a library. If you want to visit, this one is for free. So it's that one over there. Let me cross here and we crack on. The third thing what I want to tell you about Manchester is the transport. So the transport is very good in Manchester. So there are a lot of buses that are going everywhere. Actually, Manchester City are playing now, and some people they just get happy. I think they score. So we have a tram here. It's very easy for you. For example, if you go from city center, you need to go to Bury, you have a tram, or if you go to south of Manchester, you can take the tram as well. You don't need to take the bus to get stuck in the traffic, because sometimes the traffic is very busy, and you don't want to be stuck in a traffic. Also, another thing, it's about the neighborhoods. So the neighborhood of Manchester, they are very popular places, a few very popular places, like Northern Quarter, which is very close to the Manchester city center. Very nice bars, cafes, restaurants there. And exactly after the Northern Quarter we have Ancost, which is a new area where is the marina as well. So there are people with boats, they let the boats there, and they just parking there. And there are a lot of new buildings there, and a lot of new apartments. So that place, it's a little bit expensive if you want to live there. And also we have Media City and Salford Keys. I don't know if you knew, in a Media City is BBC and ITV studios. So again, a very expensive area. So look at this square over here. We have a pub over there. So let's go in this way and to show you a little bit more about. And this building here, they're still working on this. So I moved in Manchester in 2021, and they were still working on this building here. So I don't know when it's gonna be ready. Let's speak about fifth thing of this on my list, which is the job and economy. So in Manchester, the economy is booming at the moment, and the reason is because a lot of people from London and companies from London, they move here. So we have a lot of big groups of bar, restaurants, corporations, all of them, they move here in Manchester, because the cost of renting and living, it's a little bit lower than London, for example. And yeah, it's easy to find a job, depends what you're looking for. There are a lot of jobs, but the salaries, for example, they are smaller than London, or I don't know how it's in Brighton and other areas. So that is the console over there. So yeah, if you want to move in Manchester to find a job, it's a good place, but think about that, what you want to do and what type of job you want to do. Okay, we move to the sixth one. The sixth thing is the culture of music. So everybody knows, oh, it's a little bit windy here. I hope you can hear me properly. Everybody knows Manchester as a very cultural city. And the reason of that is because the most recently is because of Oasis. So this year was the Oasis concert, was for 2 weeks in Manchester. As you know, guys, Oasis, they are originally from Manchester. Imagine that with such a big band world recognitions of these bands. The culture of Manchester and music is very huge, and also there are a lot of art galleries, museums. So we are now here on that street, and on that side we have Schloss. So a lot of people are going there for drinking after work. We have Brewdog here. This is a hotel over here. I don't know how big it is, I've never been to that hotel. And Rudy's Pizza. So there are a lot of restaurants, a lot of different type of food you can find here in Manchester. And we move to the seventh thing. What I think is important to know is the football culture. So here is for people who love football. We have two big teams here, which is Manchester City and Manchester United. So both of these teams, they are huge. One of the biggest teams in the world at the moment. So Manchester City, they won 2 years ago Champions League. Manchester United, everybody knows from the Sir Alex Ferguson era. And look at this building over here. And yeah, it's that fact, having two big teams in the city is bringing a lot of people here, especially where are the games, because these two teams are playing regularly in Europe. Well, this season Manchester United, they didn't make it, but still, even if they have a poor season, they are considered one of the biggest team in the world as well. Okay, we move to the next thing, which is the eighth one, and here we have a nightlife and food. So nightlife in Manchester, I tell you from my experience, is crazy. And a lot of clubs, a lot of bars who in the daytime they are bars, and after 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock they convert in clubs. And a lot of young people going out, drinking, enjoying their lives. So one of the main street where people are going out is on this gate. And we have here like Dirty Martini. We have Revolution de Cuba over there. So these are the places where people are going out. But before that, it's Waterspoon. I don't know if you heard about Waterspoon. Let me know in a comment if you heard about Waterspoon. It's one of the places where the drinks are cheap and people are loving going there before going in a club. Speaking about the food, we have here influence from all over the world. So we have a Chinese food, we have Japanese food, we have Arabic cuisine, we have East of European cuisine, literally everything, because it's a multi-culture city. So that makes to have food for all over the world. So for example, if you are vegetarian or vegan, you can find a lot of nice selection of that. If you like Arabian food, if you like Indian food, a lot of places where you can find a very good Indian or Arabian food. A lot of bakeries as well if you like sweets. So yeah, with that in mind, if you love multicultural food, it's one of the city where it's gonna make you feel good about that. It's gonna be expensive if you want to go out every night, but it's good to go once or twice per month to enjoy yourself. Depends how rich you are. Especially if you are a student, probably you'll not go that much. Yeah, we spoke about the nightlife, we spoke about the food. What else we spoke? Community. Here you go. So the ninth thing what I want to tell you, it's about the community and diversity. So Manchester is very diverse city. I can say one of the most diverse city in UK. First, you have students here. You have a very friendly vibe here. You have people from all over the world. The people in North is very friendly. So for me, for example, before I moved here, I was living in Channel Islands in Guernsey, which was totally different from what is here. Here you can see this area. Nice terraces. Start raining a little bit. So, and here is a cinema as well. So yeah, where I was living was a small island in a Channel Islands, and everything was very different. People was, I will not say rude, people was a little bit strange, to say like that, because for example, if you go on the street and you ask about something, they will look at you very, very weird. But here in Manchester, if you go on the street and you ask where is that place, people, they will be very kind and nice with you, which I think that is make one of the best experience, especially if you are new in a city. It's make you feeling welcoming. It's make you feeling like home. So for me, after when I moved here, it took me like 2 or 3 months, and I got accommodated with the city. We have in front of us Hilton Hotel, but now the name is changed in a Disgate Hotel. So look at this area. You have here Odeon Cinema, and yeah. So that's one of the things what I love about Manchester. People make you feel welcoming, which I think is important, especially if you move from a small village, you are a student, you go to Manchester to studying from uni. It's nice to feel welcoming. It's nice people to make you to feel welcoming, which you find in Manchester. And yeah, that is one of my favorite parts from these 10 things what I tell you to you guys. So the next one, the 10th one, and the last one of my list is gonna be the future growth. So in Manchester is a constant development. I remember back in 2021 when I was moving here, there was a lot of buildings who start to be built, and now 4 years later, a lot of new skylights like this one just appear in a city. So they develop a lot, and it's a good it's a good place for people, from young people who want to grow, want to build a career. So for example, you come here, you got a job in a finance, let's say, and you want to grow, you want to build that. Manchester is one of the places where you can do that very easy, and I really like that, because even for me, when I moved in Manchester, I was working in a bar, but in 3 years when I was in that bar, I progressed so much. So imagine that I was in the Channel Islands for 3 years and a half, and literally there I didn't progress at all. But here in Manchester, in 3 years I literally progressed. Now I don't work in a hospitality anymore, because exactly how I says, it's about Manchester is very good place to grow. So here we are under railways. So the train is going from the top of this, and the trams as well. And yeah, if this is my 10 things about Manchester, let me know, guys, if you like to know something else about Manchester. I can do other videos, because this is good. It's good to see. And I didn't want to keep the camera on me, because I wanted you to see the city when I'm working, to make idea if you like how it looks like. I remember when before I moved to Manchester, I was trying to find videos online to see how the city is looking, and I didn't find that many, and I say myself, if I will do a video about this in one day, definitely I will show people how the cities look like. So we are still in a city center. The city center is not that big from Manchester. So for example, if you go in London, the city center is massive, but in Manchester it's not that big. So we have here a nice pub, British Protect. I recommend if you come to Manchester for a beer to go there. And yeah, I don't know what else to say about Manchester. I think these 10 things is very important to know. I wish to know it before I move here. And yeah, in special, what I will say before you move, have a look, think about if it's a place for you. Exactly how I says, one of the things is the weather. If you don't like cold weather or rain all the time, then probably it's not for you. But exactly how I says, there are other positive points of this, not just because it's raining all the time. Oh, I don't want to move in Manchester because it's raining all the time. Think about other positive aspects, like if you want to build a career, to grow yourself, it's a perfect place. If you live in London and it's too expensive and you want something similar but not that expensive, it's another good place for you to be. So we have here in the front Midland Hotel. So this one, it's very historical and well-known hotel in England. So here was designed the Rolls Royce. In this hotel was designed a Rolls Royce, what we see today. I'll show you a little bit around to see. And yeah, guys, let me know in a comment if you want to know something else about Manchester. I can do a video about nightlife. What is the best clubs to go? A lot of hotels here in the city center, so if you come, probably you don't want to stay in Midland because it's too expensive, but you can stay in a Premier Inn. Was Leonardo there as well? It's a lot of places. What I would recommend you guys, before you come, take like 2-3 days, like a holiday, or just to come to research the city to make sure it's for you. So this is the Midland Hotel over here, to make sure it's for you, because what I did when I moved here, I didn't come to see if the city is for me or not. I just watching a few videos on YouTube and I decide, because in that time was coronavirus and was different. But now if I will decide to move in a different place, I will 100% do a little bit of research. And another important thing, so for example, if you like countryside, you have close to Manchester, it's a big district, you have a little bit in the north, you have a lake district, so there are such a beautiful places around. You don't need to stay all day in a city. If you like to hiking, such a beautiful areas. I've been not a long time ago in Macclesfield, is a forest there. I will post that video anyway on this channel because I took a video there. And such a beautiful areas to walk around, so you don't need to stay just in a city center. So that's the reason why I recommend Manchester, and come visit the city, and if you like, you can move here. If you think about what budget you have, think about what you want to do, because that is very important, in special when you start a new life, because literally that is a new life. Okay guys, I'm here in the front of Midland. That's everything what I want to say about Manchester. I think it's important for you to come to see what it's about, exactly how I say. And if you like, just do it. Don't think about too much, just do it. So in front of me is a Midland hotel, and if you watch the video till here, please subscribe, like and comments. It's helped me a lot. It's a new channel and it's helped me a lot to grow. And thank you very much for watching this video, and I will see you in the next video.